Hello, parents. Suzanne Kellner-Zinck with Dawn Visions Hypnosis to answer a question that you might find difficult to answer on your own. And that is, why is it that your daughter feels compelled to send sexy photos of herself to strangers online? And the reason for that is mainly because she's looking for attention in the wrong places. In doing this work for the last 20 years, I have found that there are many women, especially the younger ones, who are looking for attention in the wrong places, meaning that they are looking for a father figure. And the easiest way for young girls to do this these days is through sexting, which means sending sexy photos of themselves through the internet to strangers online, strange men. Now, the problem is that she doesn't know their age. She doesn't know anything about who they are, where they're from in reality. And worse, from your point of view, what they may do to her. Because quite frankly, when you're getting involved with strangers, you have no idea how they can exploit a young person. For money, for more photos, which is illegal if they are under the age of 18 in some states and 21 in other states. And if they do meet up, as happened with one daughter of a father who contacted me letting me know that his daughter was not just sexting, she was inviting these strange men into their home after they went to sleep at night to have sex with them. So we're talking about STDs, we're talking about maybe being sexually abused, and maybe even harmed in some way, shape, or form. Very scary prospect, not to mention sex trafficking, which is what her mother was concerned about. So we need to be really aware of what is happening, and we need to get these behaviors under control before they become really more problematic than just the exchange of sexy pictures. I offer a service that will take care of this problem in 4 to 6 weeks average. I've been doing this work for 20 years with great success because young people are in the hypnotic mind, and I use hypnosis and neurolinguistic programming, which is a form of hypnosis, to get them to stop doing these addictive behaviors, because they are indeed addictive, and to get them to fall back in love with themselves enough so they'll respect themselves and stop doing these behaviors and create a compelling future. Something that's a lot more compelling to them than these negative, harmful behaviors to themselves. Now, the reason that this happens could be, as was the case in this gentleman's situation, he was working. He was on the road 5 days a week and sleeping the weekends. So his daughter didn't get to spend a lot of time with him at all growing up, and she missed her daddy. Now, this isn't to make anyone feel guilty for earning a living. I'm just talking about the realities of raising kids. We do need to be with them, or they may very well miss you. And the younger it happens when they miss you, well, the more likely they'll get into these difficulties. The other reason that I see young women getting into these behaviors because they were molested, usually at a pretty young age, before they even knew what was happening. The stats say 25% of all women will be molested, raped by the time they're 18. I would say probably the numbers are 50% because most don't report it for many of their own reasons. And again, this isn't to make anyone feel guilty, it's just to say that these things happen, so let's deal with the realities so we can get your daughter under control before there's any more problems that you need to contend with, because you don't want to be contending with them. That I can tell you. I have a service that I offer for $10,000, and it should be completed in 4 to 6 weeks based on my average client. Don't really know where else you'll find this kind of service. However, I do offer it. I love working with kids because they're already in the hypnotic state, and being that I use hypnosis and neurolinguistic programming, which are both hypnosis, it works really well to get them to stop using their hypnotic mind to do self-harming behaviors and to get them to transform them to, well, shall we say, thoughts and behaviors that are much more helpful to them and will help them go a lot further in life. If you're interested in learning more about my service, you can send me an email. My contact information will be in the description below. And just write in the subject line of the email, "Help my daughter stop sexting so that I don't miss it. If you don't hear from me in 24 hours time, send me a second one saying, second time around, help my daughter stop her sexting behavior. And then I'll be sure to see it. As always, I thank you for spending your time with me. Till next time, bye-bye all.